Hello folks, welcome back. Hope you're all doing okay. So by now you should have a complete website of at least 4 pages, including the form with all the content, all the links, images, videos, etc. working. So that's where you should be. This is an assignment which you need to complete. So it says complete the attached checklist, and the checklist will look like this, which gives you a list of things that need to be on your site, which you're all aware of. The ones written in black here are for anything else that you have individually added to your site. So if you've put a Google map on, like loads of you have, or whatever, you type in what you've done as an individual into one of those black boxes and tick that as well, so we can see those people who've done above and beyond. So the assignment says complete the checklist. You've got that. Put a screenshot of each page of your site into a Google Doc and submit it. Make sure that screenshot shows the whole page. I want to see the footer, the header, all the content, and I want to see at least 4 screenshots, one for each page. And then I'd like you to upload the web folder to this assignment. And there's a video there to remind you how to do that. It has to be the whole web folder, which you're going to submit onto Google Drive, and then I need the shareable link added to this assignment. So that needs to be done as quick as you can. You certainly cannot carry on with the next part of the P tasks unless you've got a complete site. So the next part of the P tasks are P5. So this is our specification. We've done a lot of work on P2. P3, we've done some work on. P4, you've now created the website. We still need to document that, but you've got the website. And we're going to be doing P5. And it says test the website for functionality, compatibility, and usability. So that's our next task, which should be completed well before Easter if we stick to the schedule. So what are we going to be doing? So let's have a quick look at what testing is all about. Okay, so CP5, you're going to complete the 3 types of tests that it says in the specification: functional, compatibility, and usability tests. There's an assignment brief which you need to read carefully, please. And the video that I'm doing now there'll be a link to it here to remind you how to do things. So today I'm just going to talk to you about functionality testing. I'm going to give you a quick demo of how to do it correctly, and then it'll be over to you to do some functional tests. So let's just get rid of that one. Here we go. This is what I want. So functionality tests are really straightforward. They basically test that your site works. So the features that you've been adding to your site, you're just going to check that they work and provide evidence of that. So it's the basic functions of your site. You're going to do 8 tests at least. Some of you will want to do more, but 8 is the minimum. And there will be certain tests which you need to do, and then you can choose other tests. You also need to provide screenshot evidence of each of the tests, and I'm going to show you how to do that. The assignment brief gives you full details of what you need to do, as always. It shows you how to create your test plan, and for each of the different types of testing, there's a slightly different table. So when you come to compatibility testing, the table will be slightly different. So you do need to read the assignment brief really carefully. Also, it tells you the tests that you must do. These are the essential ones. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And then you choose 3 from the optional tests. And again, some people will want to do more. It also explains in here how to do your screenshots, the fact that you need to have them captioned, and they need to go underneath the test plan table, leaving them in line with text. No wrapping of text. That's a big rule of mine for this. Do not wrap your text. It just causes problems. So the assignment brief needs to be read. It gives you a little example of a completed test plan as well. But I thought I'd give you a quick demo, as I would in class, of how to do functional testing. So here I've already started to prepare my test plan table, and I've started to write the tests in. This might look a little bit familiar because you'll remember we did testing of databases in your exam last year. So you need to set up a test plan table like this. The details are in the assignment brief. You need to number each test. Then you need to write out what the tests are. As I say, in the assignment brief, it tells you precisely which ones you need to do and which ones you can choose to do. And you need to do 8 overall. So the first one that I'm going to do is to check that alternative text is working on my images. Then I'm going to say which page that the images are on. Well, I've got images on all my pages, but I'm only going to test one. That's important. We're only going to do one test for each of these rows in your table. Otherwise, it'll be ridiculous. Then the test data is basically either what you're going to enter into a field or what you're going to do to test it. So for me, my test data is I'm going to open the browser, hover the mouse over the image, and I expect that the alt text will appear. And then I fill in the actual data, and then I put a screenshot underneath. So I'm going to do that right now. So for my first test, I'm going to open my web page, and the test is to hover my mouse over the image to see if alt text works, which it does. And I'm going to quickly take print screen. I think I've got it. And then I'm going to go back in here and say alt text appeared. Okay. And then I'm going to put a screenshot underneath. The way I'm going to do this is using the drawing tools in Google Docs. And I'm going to paste in my screenshot. Now, to get this working, I couldn't use the snipping tool, so I had to use the normal screenshot facility. Otherwise, the snipping tool would have not worked. So eventually I'll get that cropped. There we are. And there we can see alternative text working. So I just need a quick caption. Important that you do this. Doesn't matter if it's above or below. Normal, traditionally, is below. So this is test 1. You need to identify which test you're showing. And then a really simple, straightforward caption like that. And that will do nicely. It's not particularly neat and tidy, but it will do. And then my caption goes in underneath. So that's my first test done. You see, it's not going to take long to do 8 tests, hopefully. Now, the one trouble with this one, the alternative text one, which is one that you have to do, it's in my required ones, that one there. Your alt text for 99% of you will not work because I wanted you to have a failed test that you have to fix. So what you need to do when that doesn't work, or it might work if you've done your coding right, but it probably won't work. So then you need to make sure that if a test fails, you will need to do a series of caption screenshots to show that it failed, you fixed it, it worked. Similar to what we did in the exam last year. Okay, so to get your alt text to work, all you have to do is Google it and you'll find out how to do it. So that's my first test done. I'm just going to do 2 more tests quickly to show you kind of how to do the evidence. So the next one is test a presence check on my form. So my form is on my contact page. So I'm going to put in some data here. I'm going to leave my name field blank. I'll pop something in here. Now, hopefully, I expect that it'll come up with an error message. And it does. I'll quickly take a screenshot of that before it disappears. and pop that in. So leaving the name field blank, error should appear, error appeared. Oops, error message appeared. And then again, underneath my screenshot here, I'm going to put another screenshot, insert drawing tool, paste it in. You get the idea. I'll put a caption on that. So the next test I'm going to do is a demonstration of how to show a failed test. So this test passed, which is good. Quick caption underneath. You see how quick it's going to be. It's not an arduous job at all, as long as you do it right. Okay. Next screenshot's in. Oh, there it is. Okay, now the third one will fail because I know it's going to fail. So I'm going to show you how to actually do a fail test. So in this one, it's I'm checking a length check. So let's just clear that form. So in my my form, this phone number needs to have 11 characters. So I'm just going to fill it in. So to test a length check, which is the one I'm doing now, you probably put extreme data in. So we want to put extreme data, which means we put in slightly more than expected. So 07, 1, 2 characters, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It shouldn't be letting me enter these characters. It should be stopping me. So it's failed. So I'm going to go back and take a quick screenshot of this. I'm going to use a snipping tool for this one. Into my test plan and actual results. So first of all, oopsie. So you explain what happened. Then you put your first screenshot in. So under here, very quickly, I'm going to insert a drawing, pop my screenshot in, big, very quick caption. So this is test number 3, test failed, more than allowed number of. Okay, so the next step is to go and fix that test. So to fix that test, I just need to pop into Atom. Here is my phone number field I've already set up, and I know I need to do min length. And I need to do max length. And we hope that works. So let's save that. Go back to the form. I'm just going to pop a screenshot of this in. So now I can take my snipping tool and I can show what I did to fix it. Oh, that wasn't very good. Never mind. That'll do. Then I'm going to pop back into my test plan and do another screenshot. So insert drawing. Good. Still in test number 3. That makes sense. And then we test that again. So I'll refresh that and we'll see what happens this time. So now I'm going to try and type in 11 characters, see what happens. 1, 2 characters, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yay! And it won't let me do any more, which is great. So another little screenshot of that. Not particularly great evidence, but it will do. So that is the third screenshot in the sequence. The only thing that will slow you down is if you don't know how to fix something. But normally Google stuff and it will help you. Still test 3. Length check. Works. Easy peasy. I don't want loads of text in your captions. Just keep it nice, straightforward, descriptive. That is all you need to do. And then we go back up to the test table, the test plan, and HTML code added. Pre-tested and the length works. Right, so I've shown you how a test plan should look. I've shown you how to put in straightforward tests when they pass. And I've also now shown you what to do when you fail a test. So you show the fail, you show the fix, you show it then working. And then you carry on and do the rest of the functional testing as it says in your assignment brief. So make sure you're reading it. The assignment for this is on Google Classroom, so read it carefully. And then next time we'll go through compatibility testing and then usability testing. Good luck.